Hi guys. Um, so I wanted to have a small talk about some things that I want other people to realize because it's something that's become a major issue for me. Um, like I'll be out in public and my dog will get pet by somebody and they don't even talk to me. That's a big no. Another thing is people just distracting my service dog. And of course, everyone gets an attitude with me when I tell them it's a service dog. She's working. You distract her, you might you're causing me problems by distracting her. So I get attitude from people all the time because they're like, she's not properly marked. There's nothing on her saying she's. Sorry, I had a notification. Hold on. Whee. But like a lot of people say, hey, you don't have a vest. There's nothing on her saying she's a service dog. Um, I want people to keep in mind that some people, when they first get their service dog, some people have a service dog because they can't work, because of their problems. Like their problem is so severe that they cannot work, or um, things like me. I could work, but because I have a service dog, a lot of people are more about it. So they find other reasons to like say that I can't get hired. And the things that I need for my service dog are somewhat expensive, or at least in my eyes. Like it's almost 30-40 bucks for a decent harness for her. Like my dog is a big dog. She is big bone, well not big bone. She's muscly. She's got muscles. So I mean, I can't afford that, but like I try to do small jobs for my family to earn money. Still very hard to do. I need to get her a halter, which is basically like a muzzle for her, and then it goes around the rest of her head, but it's not a complete muzzle. I call it a halter. And I need to get a proper hands-free leash because the one I have is actually slightly dangerous for me because I just loop the leash around me and the whole clip piece goes through the handle loop. And yeah, it's not really the smartest thing for me to do, but 9 times out of 10, I need to have both my hands. So, like tomorrow, I'm going to Walmart and I'm going to be in an electric cart. I need both my hands for that. So, that's going to be fun. But the biggest thing that I wanted to point out was that people need to keep in mind where they are when they see dogs. Like, I understand if I'm in Petco or PetSmart or a place that says animals are allowed and she's not marked or anything, and you coming up and saying, oh, can I pet her? I would understand a lot more and be a lot less ticked about it. But I get pretty ticked when I'm out in public, like at Walmart, where dogs are not normally allowed unless they are service animals. And a service animal, like, a service animal is not a therapy animal. A service animal is not an emotional service dog. That's completely different. Because originally, when I was talking to my doctors, what they were describing to me, I originally thought was a emotional service dog. But because I have PTSD, my dog's a service dog. Because of the way I react. Because I completely shut down. I can pass out. So I have people coming up to me all the time, and sometimes the biggest thing that ticks me off is when I tell somebody that it's my service dog, you can't distract her. Biggest 2 comments that I hate. You don't look disabled. Or you don't look like you need a service dog. Or what's a service dog for? Like, what disability? And I will admit I've been tempted to say your stupidity to those people. I get very sassy when I get mad. It's like the nicest way because I always had slight anger issues, and I will admit my PTSD does cause me to lash out in a kind of anger management area, and my dog already knows how to combat that. Like, she can tell when something's going on with me. She stops me, and if I'm in a situation where my focus is on something and she can like, my dog knows my anger cues, and she can tell that I'm getting really mad, it means that I'm not focused, I'm not there. My dog brings me back to reality. So, like, a lot of people will look at me, look at my service dog, and be like, no, that's not a service dog, she's jumping on you. She's jumping on me because I'm about to punch you in the face. My service dog legitimately jumps on me to get my attention sometimes. She has to. So, don't question a service dog, especially if it's a legitimate one. Now, if someone says it's for emotional support or it's ESA, go ahead and tell them you need to get that animal out. That's a freaking pet, basically. A pet that calms you down. That's that. And I know that sounds kind of hypocritical with what I just said, but I'm pretty sure I already said it. I pass out sometimes. I do know that after episodes of anger, I definitely pass out. That's happened once. I broke a wall. Like a concrete wall. This was a long time ago, but I think back to that and I cannot help but smile because I'm like, I'm that strong that I freaking broke a wall, but I also broke my hand. So, but as I said, everyone has a service dog for a reason. Someone says they have a service dog, do not question them. Like, go Google how to spot a fake service dog. And there you go. So, I'm done with my tangent. That's it. So, yeah.